Welcome back, fellow grievers. And this episode, we're going to talk about if I trusted God more, would it hurt less? So, welcome, welcome, friends. And I just want to start off by saying that this week has been a very hard, horrible, heavy week emotionally for me. And I just say that in sharing with you guys that I have been a coach for 3 years, I think going on 4 years, and I've been a grief coach for almost 2 years now. And so, or specializing in grief. So I really often think people look at me and they're like, oh, well, she's figured it out. She has it handled. And yes, I have a lot of tools. I have built up my world around me to have a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of tools. But that doesn't mean the emotions ever go away, that I don't have hard days, that I don't get stuck in my own brain spiraling sometimes, that it's hard to pull yourself out of it. And so I just want you guys to know that and know that you're not alone, that even somebody who, to the outside world, we often look at like Instagram or Facebook or, whatever, even the news or different social media posts, like everybody looks like they're handling things, they have it together, but everybody has a struggle going on. And I think we know this, but it doesn't really compute in a way that we feel always connected in that. And so I just wanted to share with you guys that this has been a heavy week. And I found myself really, really, again, getting stuck in that spiral of my thoughts. And I couldn't pull myself out of it. Like I could see it happening. And I couldn't even pray. I couldn't find the motivation to pray. I couldn't find the want to pray. It just felt like I keep praying and this is so hard. And it doesn't seem to be getting better. In fact, it seems to be getting worse. I feel worse now than I have in a really, really long time. And so first off, I just saw that. Okay. I just saw it. I had awareness of it. And Monday was really, really hard emotionally. And I had kind of talked to myself through that and decided, okay, on Tuesday when I get up, like I don't have any coaching calls. I'm going to exercise. I'll knock out some things for work and I'll really get a jump start on things. And Tuesday came and it felt even worse than Monday. And so I decided in that moment, I was like, okay, I and kind of in the past, I would tell myself, like, I can't do this. I can't keep doing this. And instead, I was like, I can keep doing this because I am doing this. However, how do I want to keep doing this? What will feel good? And so I decided on Tuesday. And again, I didn't have any coaching calls. I really didn't have any commitments other than the ones that I had kind of, set for myself. So I decided that I was going to just take the day. And I wouldn't even say it was a full day because towards the kind of early afternoon, I my daughter had a basketball game and I knew I was going to go to that. I had decided that earlier in the morning. I even thought about not going to that. I was like, you know what? No, we're going to go to that. So I let myself just have the day. I ugly cried. I read. I took a nap. I think I watched some TV. I had told myself I can eat whatever I want, but quite honestly, I wasn't really hungry, so I really didn't end up eating much that day. I kind of snacked on a few things, but I just gave myself permission to be sad, to hurt, to feel the pain, to stop searching for the relief, to not even look for the hope of that it's going to get better. I just sat in it. And also going into Tuesday, I told myself, like, okay, I'm going to give you this day. I'm going to give you this day. because I love you. I'm going to take care of you. But I also don't want us to get stuck. I'm not going to get stuck in this, right? As I'm talking to myself. So I decided Wednesday is going to be different. And that's exactly what happened. I laid out my Tuesday in such a lovely way. I didn't have any expectations on myself until again the afternoon. I showered, then I was packing my kids sandwiches for later that evening. We went to the game. I tried not to have any expectations on myself. There was a few things that came up that I wish I would have handled a little better. But Wednesday then came and I was like, all right, we're going to learn from that. So, of those things that I saw that I really didn't like how I showed up or wish I would have chosen things differently, like I learned from that. I saw it and I was like, okay, next time, oh, I'm going to do this instead. Oh, I'm really going to choose this. Okay, so I want you to notice that. So there's a way where we can allow ourselves to grieve and to feel that without putting on the kind of the guilting or well, I should be doing this, right? Because I could have all day told myself I should be doing laundry, I should be working. This is the time you can get ahead on things. Instead, I really didn't. I really just allowed it to be and just did that. And later on in the evening on Tuesday, which was like the really hard, horrible day, later on, I saw myself like I could feel just this energy and this tension in my body that I didn't like. And that was kind of what I was kept coming with me from Monday into Tuesday. And I could not get rid of it. And so, and then I lashed out, at my family. And again, I showed up in a way that I didn't want to show up. And in that moment, it's like, okay, deep breath. And I turned to the Lord. I was just like, Lord, I can't, I can't carry this on my own. This is too hard right now. It's so heavy. Can I just like feel you wrap me in a hug and just feel loved? And I wouldn't say it was like a outpouring of like peace or just the best feeling ever, but it did. I felt some relief. I felt better. I allowed myself to cry. My daughter was kind of having a situation, and I told her, I was like, I need 3 minutes. I'm going to come and talk to you. I want you to go to your bedroom. I need 3 minutes. And that's when I just leaned into the Lord and I was like, I don't like how I'm showing up. I'm sorry. And please just help me through this. So I ugly cried. Then I pulled myself back together, went and talked to my daughter. It's like, hey, I forgive you. Do you forgive me? We moved past it. I'm like, I love you. Gave a hug, right? And it's like, okay. But I want you to see that it was in that moment when I felt utterly abandoned by everybody in my life that I turned, because for a day and a half, I was kind of in it on my own, right? Trying to just allow it and let it be and all those things. And the moment I shifted and I gave that abandonment to God and gave almost total abandonment to him, right? Like I abandoned everything else and I was like, all right, here it is. Like that is when then that relationship with the Lord grows. It grows in trust. We grow in faith. And not only that, we have then the hope to keep going. And so God does not see those moments that so that Monday and Tuesday when I couldn't get out of it. I just couldn't. And I even told myself, I'm like, remember, we're going to practice instead of ruminating on all these thoughts and these conversations that I have with people and all this hurt. I'm going to practice ruminating on the Lord. And I want to just fixate on him instead. And it was like, I even told myself that, and I couldn't. I just couldn't. It felt too hard to shift myself from this heavy, dark place over to, oh, let's praise the Lord. Okay. It just felt too much of a gap. And the Lord saw that, right? Because he sees everything. And he's not looking upon us with like shame and disgust and like, ugh, like, what are you doing over? Like, no, like he loves our humanness. He loves our humanness so much. And he knows that's what we tend to do is we tend to be like toddlers and think that we can do everything ourselves. But it's when the little toddler looks at you and says, I need help, right? Like it melts your heart. And so just know that you are so loved when you're in that hurt and you can't get out of it. And you are so loved when you turn to him and ask for help to get out of it. There's nothing that you can do to get rid of the love of God. And so that is what I want to leave you guys with today. That's what I want you to feel in your hearts. And even if you're just like, okay, like I hear Nicole's voice, I hear her saying these things and I still don't feel it, that's okay. It's okay. Just know that I hold that belief for you and I know it to be true. And you will too. There is hope. Right? And if you feel stuck, if you feel like you are in that space, those spots where you just can't get out of it, like you see like you're a gerbil or a hamster in a hamster wheel, right? Like you're just spinning, spinning, spinning. I want you to go to catholicgriefcoach.com and I want you to book a free consult call because talking about this just it I wouldn't say it always stops the hamster wheel, right? Like sometimes we have to just keep going and work on it. And that's where then we sign up for coaching and we get more help, but it slows it down. It slows it down so you can at least catch your breath. And you go, oh, okay. Like I can keep going. I can go another day. Okay. I can go another week. All right. It's support for you. So take advantage of that. It is completely free. I love, love, love coaching people and just helping them. So that is my gift. I just want to help, right? I want to help everybody everywhere all the time. I want to help too much sometimes. So I need to focus sometimes more on my own hamster wheel. But that's what I was doing this week. So it's all good. Just know that I love you guys. I am here to help and support. So again, to not shame ourselves in thinking I should be doing this better, just know like, again, I am there whenever you're ready. God is always there. Okay. So whenever we're able to like kind of get out of that. And two, the other thing is our brain always says like this is gonna last forever. And it won't. Mine lasted this time a day and a half. And the more we practice this is the better we get. Like in the past, it would have been 3 weeks or more. Okay. So I want you to just notice too, like, oh, last time it took me 5 days before I even realized what was happening. Now it took me 3 days and then it took me another 2 to get out of it, but I at least noticed it so much faster. Okay. So the little wins in it as well. So, all right. CatholicGriefCoach.com and stay tuned because I will be running a grief group again this Lent, which is coming up really quickly. So look for details on that also at CatholicGriefCoach.com. And I'm praying for you guys and God bless.